On my crusade of stealing more ideas from YouTubers much bigger than me, I took another one, reviewing your BlazBlue shippings. Now, the idea of shipping BlazBlue characters is a minefield, especially with characters like Ragna, where about a quarter of the playable roster is related to him in some fashion, blood-related and not. You can take this even further and drag the Mercury family into this, since Sister Celica technically adopted Ragna, Jin, and Saya, so there you go. But, for the sake of this video, I am going to throw all logic out and say, fuck it! And just go over the ships you guys gave me over Twitter. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to hoard my followers off for video content, because I have reached rock bottom for making these BlazBlue videos. Ethereal Minister gives me Ragna x Lambda. You know, I kind of like this ship. I like this more in a wholesome brother and sister kind of way, not like two of them, you know, hooking up with each other. I like the more wholesome way. And thanks to Alter Memory, that's pretty much a thing. And that was the only goddamn good thing about Alter Memory, so let's just accept that. Plus, Lambda, Lambda acts all protective and cute and shit in Central Fiction. Hell, she was... I remember there was a scene where she was talking to Ragna over the goddamn Kokonoe's like intercom or whatever the hell it was. And then like, she was going to ask Ragna something. And my immediate thought she was going to ask him on a date or some shit. Like, after all this is over, can we? Or something like that. And I was like, oh shit. I like how forward Lambda is being in Central Fiction. I like that. I even like the idea where they were falling out the sky. And then like Kagura and Ragna were arguing. And Lambda's like, can you, please don't fight. And I was like, oh. Like, and plus there was like all that stuff in arcade mode where Lambda was really protective of, even fought back characters like Hawk and Aurelius just to protect Ragna. Love that shit. Lambda, it's like the more wholesome side of the shipping with Ragna. There's more characters that can be shipped with Ragna that are wholesome, but I like the Lambda one in a more brother-sister fashion, but if like they were to hook up, I wouldn't mind at all. Jay gives me, know what, for the lulz, Bang x Tsubaki. You know what? Yeah, I can see that. Like, again, they spout out a lot of justice, so that's pretty much why I would like to see them shipped. You know, I kind of like to see, like, whether Tsubaki questions Bang's kind of justice and Bang will question Tsubaki's kind of justice. Like, I feel like Bang would be a good moral, like, person, like someone who is morally upright for Tsubaki to, you know, go and talk to occasionally. And I think not all the time, but talk to occasionally. I had this dumb idea. Like, I remember having this dream once where Bang got rejected by Lychee. And Tsubaki came in, she saw how sad Bang was going, they decided to hang out with each other. And like, they started hanging out with each other more and more until like Tsubaki started to fall for Bang, but she wouldn't admit it to herself, while Bang is still, you know, obviously he's oblivious, he's still obsessed with Lychee and stuff like that. But I had this idea of Tsubaki actually, you know, getting a crush on Bang, but she wouldn't admit it to herself, and she's like, well, damn, what about Jin? You know, like, I had that idea, and it's silly in concept, but at the same time, I could just feel it. Like, it's like a ship that could be possible, but a bunch of factors preventing it from not doing so. You know, I just feel that this ship could be a something. And hell, if it's not something, you know, whatever. It's not outside the realm of possibility. BlazBlue has infinite possibilities. You know, why not? Hell, I can make, you know what? Let's go make that damn fanfiction right now. I'm gonna go right now and make that goddamn Bang x Tsubaki fanfiction. No one's gonna stop me, okay? You hear me? No one's going to freaking stop me right at this point. Chronicler John gives me Azrael x Izanami for the memes. You know, I'm not gonna lie, when Central Fiction came out and it was revealed that Izanami and Azrael were teaming up together, I immediately shipped them off the bat. Like, it's like some kind of Eldritch Abomination type of ship that I would just like to see. Like, we don't get much of like Azrael and Izanami hanging out together, but I could feel as if they were to hang out, that would be kind of funny just to see. Like, they would definitely get along. We don't get to see much. We only seen their whole, you know, them, you know, teaming up together in arcade mode. So I would definitely like to see that ship to be a thing. Like, seeing like Azrael hanging out with characters like Izanami, just in general. Like, I guess seeing Izanami hang out with anyone outside of Ragna would just be weird. You know, I feel like any ship involving Izanami, involving anyone else outside of Ragna, would just be weird. Because, like, characters in relation to, like, characters like Saya, seeing her not, you know, get with her brother Ragna in some fashion through her clones, through her, it's weird. You know, that's why when people come to me about the Kagura and Noel ship, I feel weird about it. Because I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. I mean, yeah, again, it's a Noel. Noel's different from Saya and all her, you know, versions of herself. But like, it just feels weird that like anyone Saya related getting with anyone else would just be out there, way out there. I think it's because of BlazBlue lays heavy on the incest stuff. That's why I feel that way, and I definitely shouldn't feel that way because it's still incest at the end of the day. Rachel's husband gives me crack ship stuff would definitely be Rachel X9. Why? They're hot as fuck and have a really fun dynamic, interaction and tag too. You know what? You know what? I'm trying to think of how that would work. I'm thinking how that would work, like the two of them together, and every time I just think of like Nine dressed up as some kind of freaking like some. How to describe it? It's like Nine is dressed up as some kind of like one of those young, like those moms who believe they're still young and they dress provocatively, and she's walking around holding Rachel's hand like a child. Like I just like Rachel's like wearing like kid clothes and just like Nine's just walking with her. Like I don't know. Like I see that and I can't get it out of my head because it looks so stupid. It's like Nine just literally walking a kid. Like she's just walking her kid from store to store. It's like, okay, dear, what do you want? And I'm like, I can't. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my head, and now it just won't leave. In my head, Rachel just looks way smaller than she looks. She's like Jubei size. She's like a goddamn midget at that point. Midget Rachel. Oh my god. I shouldn't have read that one. Now I want art of it and I can't get it, and it makes me so sad. Ragna x Kokonoe by Raggy. Okay, so like there are only 3 ideas I could work with this ship. 1, Kokonoe has helped Ragna a couple times with the arm and other shit, so I can definitely get that one. 2, I like the back and forth these two have. You know, like Ragna acts out, Kokonoe is just kind of, you know, just like, you know, she puts him down and more of she's kind of like Rachel, but like more like meaner about it, right? Like Rachel's mean, but when Kokonoe snaps back at Ragna, she's just mean about it. And like 3, obviously yeah, I'm not gonna get into my 3rd reason because you guys probably already know what I'm going to say. So yeah, let's just refrain submitted Ragna x Jin. Oh my god. You know what? Like I had a feeling I wasn't gonna escape this. I wasn't going to escape this one. Do I ship these two? Hell no. Did I think about it? Hell no. I get this ship. Like I get it. Every goddamn series with a main character and another male character, they're either like their rival, their friend, anyone. They will always be shipped together. We're no escape. Literally every goddamn series, every freaking series. Oh shit, you got Guilty Gear, Soul X Kai. Oh shit, you got Persona 4, or like Persona 4, Persona 5. Let's say Persona 4 could be you as Yosuke. Persona 5 could be what was it, Ren and Akechi. 3 could be like, I didn't really think about any ships like that for 3. Whatever. But anyway, like just those are just thoughts at the top of my head, like just random shit at the top of my head. But like, I don't know why, but like it just, this is more of a ship for the fangirls, or if people just like those two together. Which, I mean, it's Ragna and Jin. Those two, I can't even like stand to see those two in the same room because I already know they're just gonna start fighting with each other. So like the idea of trying to ship them together is not my cup of tea. But those fangirls out there like it, so you know, whatever. Oh, fun fact: did you guys know about Sumeragi, the mangaka for BlazBlue Remix Heart and Variable Heart? Yeah, she made a Ragna x Jin Dojin, and she made those before she got hired at Arxis. And my theory is that they saw those, like Mori and his crew saw them, and they were like, holy shit, these look cool. This art looks good. And that's how Sumeragi get hired. That's my theory, and I don't like that theory, guys. Next up is, has Makoto x Mai been said? You know what? I think just because of like two different kind of deals, right? One, Makoto did canonically kiss Mai in Remix Heart, and that's how everyone discovered that Makoto is possibly bisexual. And two, there was their interaction in BlazBlue cross tag battle, and I could definitely feel like, you know, Makoto's all up on Mai, and I feel like that's like a reference to a moment in Remix Heart. Seeing them as a couple though, I can see it. I mean, Makoto's a flexible character, and not like actual exercise flexible. I mean, like, she's flexible enough to be shipped with anyone, well, majority at least. Let's say like 3/4 of the roster, right? She's flexible to be shipped with 3/4 of the roster, and it doesn't seem outside of like the realm of possibility. It's like Ragna, you know, like Ragna has that perfect main character energy where like you can get the main character and just ship them with anyone. And I feel like Makoto's the same way because of how she acts and how her actions, you know, dictate who she can be with and who she can't be with. And plus, considering that she is possibly bisexual, she can play the field, and there you go. She can play the field. There you go. Boiled Egg says, well, since someone already stole my favorite ship, I'll just say Bang x Bullet. Again, like, I like the idea of Bang being shipped with Bullet. I really like how they interacted with each other back in Chrono Phantasma. Granted, that got phenomenal intervention wiped out of existence, but still, it happened. It happened even with Tree as non-canonical. And on top of that, there was their little gag reel where they were trying to work at a manga con. I like that. Like, Bang x Bullet would be a nice ship. I just don't know why. I see like Bang hanging with Bullet hanging with Bang is like part of a Karga, you know, like, you know, she's like a person Bang could come to talk, you know, and then she's like, you know, kind of Bang's like loud nature kind of rubs off on Bullet. And so she feels like she can trust the guy. I like that. I don't know why. It's just like, it seems like a cute ship that would work. And I don't know. I feel like some of these Bullet ships do feel more wholesome than they should be, especially considering her personality. But I feel like the way how Bang and Bullet work, like those opposites kind of track, they can get along with each other. They can understand each other. And on top of that, they could definitely get along with each other. Like, we already know they can definitely get along with each other as Chrono Phantasm. So that's already half the ship business. That's already half the shipping business. As long as you got two characters remotely willing to stand or be around each other, that's already half the ship business done for you. That's people just ship characters based on that alone. Two characters can breathe in front of each other and people are like, yep, couple right there. Andre Teller says, I call him Teller. I apologize, bro. I apologize. I called you Teller. Andre Taylor. Andre Taylor says, Ragna and Nu. Look, I personally don't ship him, but if Nu wasn't so crazy and out of her mind, like if Nu grew up in a different way, yeah. We already know Nu has romantic feelings for Ragna. We already know Ragna at least feels bad for Nu. You know, he doesn't want to outright get rid of her. He at least wants to try to see things, you know, like try to help her. So that's a ship that can already work. You know, I feel like even though Nu is a clone of Saya, I feel like she could still, like, appearance-wise at least, she looks different enough from Saya that I could just ignore her being technically Ragna's clone sister. I can kind of let that one go. Because, like, when I look at Nu, I don't see Saya. People come to me all the time saying, yeah, of course she looks... No, I am not convinced that Nu looks anything like Noel or anything like... She doesn't look nothing like Saya. What's everybody keep telling me that, bro? Demi Dan or Demi Dawn, I apologize. Makoto and Kagura. Okay, outside of the possible one-night stand they had, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just... Seeing Kagura with Makoto, like, as an actual, like them together, it doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth because, like, it just feels kind of weird they would even be together in the first place. First of all, they may or may not have a one-night stand, according to Kagura, but Knowing Kagura and knowing how blatantly obvious Makoto tried to, like, it looks obvious that Makoto did do it, because the way she tried to act. She went straight for punching Kagura. She freaking didn't sound convincing at all in either the English or Japanese versions. So, like, you could definitely feel that she may have done something with Kagura, but I don't know, seeing them as a couple? I don't know. Like, cause like, all I can see is endless teasing from Kagura's end, and then Makoto getting pissed, and I don't like that kind of dynamic where just like, you know, the two, they've had history, but they don't feel like they go back and forth. Now, don't get me wrong, Makoto and Kagura do respect each other. It's not like the ship can't work. Definitely, it can work. They do respect each other. You know, outside of Kagura being a quote-unquote lech, as quoted by Makoto, the two can get along. She does. Like, they know, they have history. They know each other. They're friends. So, like, but the ship doesn't sit well with me personally. I don't know. There's something about it just feels slimy. You know, like, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like it doesn't. It could work, but no matter how much I try to push it together, it's like two puzzle pieces that don't fit. CEO of Boba Tea tells me, since no one else will bring it up, Jubei and Nine, the cutest shit ever, no cap. Like, is shipping a couple that's already together really... Like, I've always asked this question. Some people tell me, yeah, it's okay, but like, if the couple's already together, should I even bother shipping them at that point? Because, like, the whole point of shipping is wanting to see the characters get together, you know? So, like, if the couple, like, if the characters are already married or together, was shipping them even, like, is shipping even, like, fun anymore? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, like, it feels like once they're together, the ship is just done. They're just together. There's no point shipping them anymore. So, like, I don't know. Like, some people tell me it's okay, but I'm like, okay. Okay, but anyway, moving on from that, back to my opinion. Jubei and Nine. I don't know what to feel with their relationship. They're married, right? But, like, they're always either never together or always fighting for me to say, yeah, the ship is okay. Like, if they weren't together and the whole game was leading them up to get married, which would be impossible because Kokonoe exists, unless Kokonoe would be a bastard child at that point, which, actually, I would find that interesting if Kokonoe was a bastard child, because it would justify her hatred towards Jubei even more. If, like, she was had out of wedlock. So I would like that idea. If the game would lead up for Jubei and Nine to get together. They had feelings in the past, but they broke together and they would get together at the end or whatever. But yeah, I feel like Kokonoe being a bastard child will actually be, like, you know, make her pissed off more towards Jubei more. I feel like I would like that reason more than how she hates him now. But, you know, I get it, 'cause, you know, he kind of left her. But the point is. Jubei and Nine, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we can joke all day that Jubei's a cat man, but, like, we never forget that the Jubei is a cat man. Like, I'm not opposed to these interspecies relationships in series, as long as it's, like, done well and not really, really creepy. Considering Jubei's more than just a cat man, like, he's a cat, but, like, you know, he's definitely smart and actually, you know, capable and doing shit on his own. Yeah, the ship could work. Like, if Jubei was a regular cat, oh no, hell no. We got Nine is, yeah, you're going from, Nine would be in jail, like, in the deepest pits of an NOL's jail cell. Wait a minute. Let me think about this for a quick second. Even if Jubei is a cat man, he's more cat than man. Is her getting with Jubei like some kind of legal bestiality? Well, shit, D Refrain is back again. I'll throw in another one, I guess. Take Mikazuchi x Izanami. I you know what? I can't. No, dude, like, the first, like, yeah, like, of course, yeah, Izanami used him in Highlander Assault mode. But the first, when I thought about this ship, I thought about Izanami trying to kiss Takemikizuchi and Takemikizuchi trying to kiss Nine, and when the creature leans forward, just crushes Izanami underneath its face. Axis faction Weeaboo tells me Cosma and Trinity. I would like to believe that Cosma and Trinity could have been a ship that worked. Obviously, due to Terry's machinations, that wasn't able to happen. But I feel as though if Cosma was left alone and able to live his own life, him and Trinity, maybe. I know obviously Trinity has feelings for Cosmo on his side, and Cosmo does figure Trinity is a nice girl, but could the ship happen? I kind of believe so. One, finally a Terumi vessel can have something like some good in his life, even though it's not supposed to happen. Obviously to the whole Dark War events, like, hey, Terumi's like, hey man, I'm the soul right now. Let me just hop that body in yours and just, corrupt you. I would like to believe if Cosmo didn't get corrupted, he would just still be like, just a normal nice dude and just, get with Trinity, maybe. And, things would be all good. I couldn't imagine that kind of relationship, but I could see it. I could definitely, I could see it maybe happening. Maybe. I don't ship those two personally because every time I think of Cosma, I think of Hazama. And every time I think of Hazama, I think of Terumi. So theoretically, that means I'm just shipping Terumi with Trinity at that point, and that's just disgusting. Axis faction Weeaboo is back with Naoto and Kiro. So Naoto and Kiro are essentially just Ragna and Nu on light mode. So if you could ship now, to be fair, Ragna and Nu have more of a complicated relationship. Kiro and Naoto kind of don't. It's more of one-sided on her end. Naoto, I haven't read Blood Experience much, and I haven't seen these two much, but I know for a fact that Naoto doesn't really have much to do with Kiro. So yeah, I could. Kiro, you can just ship Naoto to everyone. Honestly, again, as I said before, with characters like Makoto and Ragna, Naoto's a flexible main character. He's a flexible character, so he can be shipped with anyone, and it wouldn't matter. Honestly, it wouldn't matter. There's some characters he couldn't be shipped with, obviously, but majority of everyone he could be shipped with, yeah. I mean, that's what they kind of laid on it anyway. They kind of laid on that he can be around a bunch of women. So, why not? I feel like any shit with Naoto could work. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Scribe of Random Scripture tells me, Carl X Tau, smartest kid, dumbest kid. One's a misanthrope. The other wants to be everyone's friend. Both are kinds of insane, and both seem destined to surpass their progenitors someday. Also memes. I like the idea of Tao and Carl being this little gang, this little group of just I had an idea about this once. If Carl and Tao were this whole buddy cop thing, Carl would be the more respectful, by the books cop, while Tao would be the rogue, and also be the bad cop at the same time. I can kind of see that, not as a ship, but I kind of see it as a dynamic those two can have. I remember they had a fight back in Calamity Trigger, and they had a friendly bout, as they say. And I don't know, I kind of like this idea. I like the idea of this being this together, And I don't know, not together as a ship, but together as just two friends doing stupid shit together. Or at least Tao doing stupid shit and Carl's being the one having to say, no, Miss Kitty, you can't do that. You can't eat those children. You can't eat those children. Oh man. I don't know. Carl definitely needs someone to, keep him grounded. And even though Tao's not the best person for that, I feel like Tao would be able to keep Carl's thoughts at ease, I feel like Tao's infectious nature means that you can't just get pissed at her for no good reason, I feel like Tao could be good for Carl. I almost said Ragna, god damn it. We're not at we're not at Ragna and Tao yet. Shit, we're not there yet. Bonakid or Bonakid, I apologize, but they tell me, I don't want to be that person, but someone has to say it. Nago x Amane. Okay. I get it. Nago is, how can I say gay cat umbrella and make it sound right? How can I say the words gay cat umbrella and try to be serious about it? I can't. Snow tells me, bang X Azrael. They could bond over being scruffy. You know what? Why not? Let's have a dumbass bro competition where they're just like saying who is the scruffiest out of the two. Oh my god, dude! Like, you know what? Yeah. Why not bang X Azrael? It gives all those Bara fans something to drool at. Oh god. Shogun Fafnir tells me, my reason for Jin and Bullet, mainly for aesthetic, but I would think their interactions would be interesting, seeing how Jin is a major and Bullet a mere mercenary. Fucking over wartime stories ain't far. I was with you until you got me that last one. God damn it, dude. You had me. Like, it's like that meme. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. That's God, you had me and you took it away. God damn it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, Jin and Bullet. See, that my issues with Jin being shipped with anyone is that he's such a dick. You know, like, I feel like every ship with Jin outside of Tsubaki and maybe Makoto just doesn't work, man. I try, but Jin is such an asshole. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, but every person I try to put, like, every character I try to put with Jin, just like, Jin just ruins it. Every ship, he just ruins every ship outside of Tsubaki and maybe Makoto. Every ship. Every goddamn ship I try in BlazBlue, when I put it to Jin, it don't work. It don't work. Jin's personality just ruins anything. He's just too ice cold, rigid, and too much of an asshole to try to work it. I feel like Hakumen has a better time being shipped with characters, and Hakumen is more rigid than Jin is. Kyle tells me, Azrael x Kagura. They sure love beating each other's asses. That, and I like to think that Azrael has a big soft spot for anyone that can keep up with him in a fight. And since Kagura more than kept up with him, I like to think there's something there. You know what? Knowing how Azrael really wanted to fight Kagura, and how he's just been like, even all the way from like Crow Fatality to Essential Fiction, how he really wanted to fight Kagura. Yeah, I could buy this ship. I see Kagura just like, no, I don't want anything to do with men. But like seeing Azrael, like I can see it one side on Azrael's side. I like how everybody just wants Azrael to be gay. I just love how everyone just wants Azrael to be gay. We don't know Azrael's preferences because he's just a maniac, so Azrael could be anything you want, but everybody really wants Azrael to be gay, and if they want it, go ahead. I got nothing to argue against that, so it'll be funny though. To explain why I chose Ragna x Bullet, two rough people with hidden nice personalities because of their loss of close ones. Bullet gag real ending, and when she went to help a very injured Ragna. Also a certain comic. Okay, so I've seen the Ragna x Bullet one. I've gotten like 4 or 5 different submissions of that one. I couldn't use them in this video because I'd at least take one of them. But since my friend Chur was the one who explained why she liked Ragna x Bullet, I took that one. So, you know what? I could definitely see it. I could definitely see Bullet being a traveling partner for Ragna. The two are already have been going from place to place doing their own deal. And like seeing Bullet trying, you know, she's also going from place to place being a mercenary. She takes jobs wherever she goes, and Ragna going around destroying Noel branches. I could kind of see them just traveling together, you know? Like, it's an easy ship to get behind. Plus, people like that ship. And you know what? Seeing how, like, you know, Bullet's not, like, everyone's, like, some people like to treat Bullet like she's, like, evil. Like, some people do, not everyone, but, like, some people like to treat Bullet like she's evil and she'll just beat up every dude she sees. But no, Bullet's not that kind of person. She's just rough around the edges, you know, obviously growing around with men most of her life. Especially a mercenary group, yeah, Bullet's not the best person, you know, the best social person, and that's obvious. We already know that. But yeah, seeing a gag reel ending where they just, like, you know, eat together, I kind of like that too. Like, you know, like, Ragna and Bullet are capable of being nice to each other. So that's a ship that can work. And about that comic, the cold still brings up Ragna x Celica. The two have a fun dynamic. The latter unafraid to say that she is in love with him whenever the subject is brought up. She's forward, but a cute kind and not overbearingly so. I always love characters who don't hide what they're feeling. It's damn refreshing. You know what? I like the idea of Ragna and Celica. We know that Ragna is just pretty chill with Celica. Hell, it was because of Celica Ragna got his, major moments up in Chrome Phantasm that people loved so much. And Celica's a good, and also the Phase Shift novels. And like, Celica's just a good person for Ragna to be around. She's a healthy relationship for them to be around. And plus, everyone wants to like, oh, well, Ragna and Celica can't be shipped because she was his mom. One, the sister was the mom. And that's a different Celica. Completely different Celica. The sister was the adoptive, quote-unquote, mother of Ragna, Jin, and Sai. So that Celica doesn't count. The Celica that Ragna met back in the Dark War era, Blood Edge met Celica, that one counts. And obviously that one was copied from the past to the future as a Chrome Phantasma. So this Celica has no relation whatsoever to the sister, as of we know now, other than just being the person that will grow up to later be the sister. So like, this Celica, the Celica we know of, the one we're playing as in the games, the one we're seeing into the story mode, perfectly safe. Perfectly safe Celica. So we already know Celica has it bad for Ragna. I like that she's forward. He brings up a good point. I like that she's forward. Some other characters, like, we know that Rachel has a thing for Ragna, but she would never admit it. We know Noel possibly has feelings for Ragna, but she would never admit it. The only other person that would be more forward to feelings about who would be for Ragna is Lambda. And we never got a chance to hear Lambda even say anything. So, like, we know Celica has a thing for Ragna, and she didn't want to burden him with that kind of thing when she died in Central Fiction. I kind of like that. She left that to herself. I mean, I would have liked she would have said that, but, she know that Ragna couldn't have that on her head the entire time when he was trying to save the goddamn world. But this dynamic I like. Celica's bubbly. She's cheerful. She's going out there. She gets lost a lot. Ragna, he's more close to him. Like, likes to keep to himself. He's a lot angry and aggressive, but like, you can definitely see a different side of Ragna when he's around Celica. He chills out a lot. He chills out significantly, and he's able, just to have good conversations with Celica. I like that. Drip God Ragna tells me, Susanoo X whoever the fuck can handle it. But really though, Ragna and Mu would have liked to see a conversation between the once crazed Kusanagi. Thank Ragna herself for helping her out. Had a chance to see us to make Mu tag along with Ragna, but what you gonna do? See, I like the idea of Ragna and Mu getting together. Not Ragna and Noel, but Ragna and Mu. Ragna and Mu do talk to each other periodically throughout CF, and it's kind of sad that like we don't get to see Mu do much other than being separated from Noel. So I would like the idea of like Mu tagging along with Ragna, those two, being near each other, at least near each other. We do see him at a couple of points. We see like, I can't count the one with Izanami because that's just Noel as Mu, because they fuse back together. And I don't want to count the arcade modes because the arcade mode's ambiguous whether gods are canon or not, because we usually have to treat arcade mode like it's not canon and, all that kind of shit. But as for seeing Ragna and Mu, yeah, I'd like to see that. He brings up a point to say like, Ragna and Mu do talk to each other about, the whole business back in Continuum shift. I would have liked that. That would have been nice. I love callbacks. Because hell, it gives you a reward for sticking with these characters and sticking with these games and the stories all up to this point. Derpity Derp says, Trinity x Lychee. They share a lot. They have a lot in common. They are kind, smart, and lost someone dear by Yuki Terumi. I think they could bond over their lost Cosmo/Roy and help each other find some closure. Also, Lychee may need help. Lychee may need help raising Luna and Senna. I like that idea. I don't know why. Like, I've always thought in the idea of like Trinity and Lychee could have been friends. Yeah, I get like they have some they have some common with each other. But as for shipping them, I kind of like to see that. It's like a nice. I feel like they could be a nice wholesome couple. Being shipped. Plus, plus it would make sense though. Like with like now Platinum, well Luna and Senna at least. Platinum is now with Lychee's taking care of Platinum. So, like, I would like that. It kind of rounds itself out. At the end of CF, like how Platinum goes with Lychee. Like, it kind of rounds itself out. But seeing them two, like, hanging out in Orient Town, just, that would be nice, though. Dark Wind Lord tells me, okay, I would like to see Noel x Tsubaki Yayoi. I find the original idea for their relationship fascinating. Okay, so, for those who don't know, Tsubaki was originally meant to be a lesbian character who was obsessed with Noel rather than Jin. And because Mori didn't know how to write Yuri bait, he kind of just like he created Makoto in response and kind of made Makoto a down the middle option because she's bisexual. She kind of makes her play both sides of the field. And I could imagine like Tsubaki still being like like thinking about how Tsubaki was like could have been. I could see it. You know, I could kind of see it, but then I start to think about characters like Shiori from Remix Heart and how she was handled. I mean, granted, Mori didn't write Shiori's character, but seeing how that idea of like a character, like a lesbian character being obsessed with another character could have worked, it just, I don't know, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth if it didn't work all too well. Because like Shiori was a terrible way of handling that kind of character. But I feel like Tsubaki would at least be handled with a little bit more grace, especially considering how important she is. But seeing Noel and Makoto, they already have history. Like, when you look at these two together, there's more emphasis put on them than the whole three-sided relationship of her, Makoto, and Tsubaki. Like, seeing Makoto and Tsubaki, yeah, we know those two, you know, are best friends, but we see more of it emphasized with Noel and Tsubaki, more due to how the old, you know, conflict was going on. You know, we see more emphasis put on these two rather than just like someone like Makoto, you know? Metalix tells me Naoto x Makoto. Mainly because, if I remember correctly, that's basically Haruka. Their personalities can kind of mix. From what we've seen in CF and Tag, he's very outgoing and friendly, which is what Makoto is. She def will be wearing the pants in that ship. Okay, so about the whole Haruka deal, Naoto kind of related Makoto to being like his aunt, like his more upbeat and cheerful aunt. So like, it's aunt, not Haruka. But moving on with the actual ship, I did ship them back in like Essential Fiction. I did like their interaction with each other, and I did like how freaking Naoto lost his shit when he learned that freaking Makoto faded into Seether. Like, he was freaking pissed at us, and I liked that. Like, it's like, I don't know, seeing those two hang out with each other was kind of nice. It was a cute thing to see. Plus, Naoto definitely needed someone who didn't get him lost, like Celica. But yeah, like, seeing those two together, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility. You know, I kind of see that. Like, you know, the upbeat Genki girl, and then, like, you know, the more quiet to himself but equally outgoing main character kind of character. I like that dynamic. You know, like, it's someone that Naoto definitely needs just more a healthy relationship on his side, because like, Raquel kind of treats the relationship like a more master and servant thing, even though she likes him as well. Don't even get me started about Terumi, because they're still actually blood related. Kiro is Kiro, and I don't know if there are ships that can work with Naoto as from blood experience. Like, in Haruka. Haruka actually does have a crush on Naoto, but they're cousins, so that doesn't count. Again, I told myself I was going to ignore incest ships, but no. Not this time. The rebellious Axel says, I kind of ship Ragna with Nine because they were cosmic playthings, and they're both tragic characters that need love in their lives. Also, if Jubei was the one to hold back the Black Beast instead of Ragna, I bet Nine and Ragna would follow with each other in a way instead. Also, I want to point out that if Nine married Ragna, Kokonoe would come out very different than the way we know her now. Also, when she gets killed by Terumi, that would make Ragna even more pissed at him and would train with his daughter to avenge Nine. Okay, I won't lie, I had in the back of my head that Ragna and Nine definitely could work together as a ship, because I like the idea of Ragna and Nine having like similar effed up shit in their lives, and that's how they're able to bond and relate with each other. That ship definitely could work. It honestly could work. It's like Nine and like Ragna were meant to be mirrors of each other, right? So like they work out really well. They're good foils to each other. I like it. And then yeah, they both cosmic plaything. They're both tragic characters and they love in their lives. So Jubei being the one to hold back the Black Beast can't work because Ragna was able to do it because of his Azure Grimoire and other business that's in phase shift I'm not going to mess with right now. But, you know, but seeing Ragna and Nine get together would be weird, but I could definitely see it. And imagine if they were able to have a kid, Kokonoe couldn't be half cat anymore. She would just be a... Like, because Nine is a genuine human with magical abilities. Ragna's an artificial human. So, like, would Kokonoe just be a half artificial human? And, like, what would Kokonoe even look like? You know, like, that's my idea. Like, what would she look like? I feel like she would look like... She would look like... Still Nine, but, like, there were, you know, cat qualities on her. So, like... The ears are gone, the tail is gone, and that would just kind of... Kokonoe would look so freaking weird without her cat qualities. She'll just look like Nine, but younger, and maybe with some Ragna aspects like green eyes or some shit. I'm gonna move on for this one, because now I'm starting to think about too much shit, and that's not the point of this video. Oh my god, it's stuck in my head now. I hope you're happy, Rebellious Axel. You just ruined my mojo for this video. I hope you're happy. Jin tells me I submit this ship, which is just Hazama x Terumi. Just imagine Terumi getting way too fond of the Hazama vessel and vice versa. Together they would be a cute psycho couple. Two gay snakes ruining the lives of others. I mean, this ship's already canon, you know? I mean, like, Terumi has already been so arms deep. Bardock 1991 tells me, Noel x Makoto. The two are pretty damn close and I could definitely see a romance blooming between them. One way I want to solidify is Makoto telling Ragna that he won't forgive him if he doesn't save Noel in Central Fiction, even as best friends. She loves Makoto, she loves Noel a lot. So if BlazBlue wanted to have a lesbian relationship, I would say Noel and Makoto would be the one, especially considering how they get constantly paired up throughout the story and even in BB Tag. You know, I could definitely see that. Like, I feel like, again, as I said before, any Makoto ship could work, but like, seeing her get a ship with Noel, yeah, I could see it. I legit have no comments on this one because anything I would say was probably, we already know that exists. But yeah, her and Makoto, yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see it. I like it. It's a cute ship, you know? Like, Makoto being more outgoing one, Noel is trying to, like, you know, keep everything together. Like, she's trying to hold back Makoto from being so crazy, but she can't. But at the same time, she loves that about her. And oh my god, I actually ship it now. No, let me move on for this video before I start shipping characters. Gil Sama comes back again with George x Fuzzy. So we're gonna start shipping the Femboy with a frog. Femboy frogs. Jay comes back again with Ragna x Rachel. Do I really have to explain why I, as well as most of the other BlazBlue community, ships them? He is right. I don't personally ship Ragna and Rachel, but I mean, it's might as well just be canon, man. It might as well be canon. And plus, nearly everyone in the BlazBlue fandom, when they want in regards to Rachel and Ragna, they always want to make Rachel the obsessed one with Ragna. And I just find that the funniest shit ever because of how much lengths they go through. Just in my headcanon video, like, oh, Rachel has plushies with Ragna. Rachel's obsessed with Ragna. She's always watching over Ragna, which is technically true. But yeah, as for me shipping them, I don't. But like, I don't ship them, but the game that Mori definitely does. So let it go. I don't know. I get it. Like, they've been, like, you know, going back and forth with each other since the beginning, and people like that kind of dynamic. The fact that they even have a versus theme, which is amazingly effed up. Hell, Ragna, like, I don't want to get into this conversation now, but Ragna and Nu don't even have a versus theme. So knowing that Ragna and Rachel have White Requiem as a versus theme when they don't really have a rivalry between each other is telling. It's not even a versus theme, like a romance theme. Let's go! Alexis Lopez says, I'll throw a crack ship into this. Lambda x Tsubaki. Forgot to explain my reasoning. I just think that it'd be a cute ship, with Lambda being a willing friend that listens to Tsubaki's woes and eventually blossoming into something more. That's an out there ship, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this one, like, out of all the ships I saw in this video so far, that's one of the most out there ones. But, I could kind of do it. I don't know. I do see Lambda as like this kind of person who would just listen to everyone. Like, she could remind me of someone like Rei Ayanami from Evangelion. Like, she's willing to listen to other people and understand their problems. Alright, I cropped out the name by accident. I think I remember, but I cropped out the name. I apologize, whoever sent me this one. But said, can I add one more? I don't know if anyone said Jin x Tsubaki yet. Look, I personally don't ship Jin and Tsubaki, but the game sure do, so I'll let it go. I just, those two, like I don't want to sound rude to their characters, right? Everybody, like, a bunch of people like Jin, a bunch of people like Tsubaki. I feel like they're the toxic characters that would be perfect for each other. You know, like remember I said earlier that I just can't ship Jin with no one else because of how his personality is but Tsubaki? I feel like because of how they act and how weirdly toxic they are as characters in a way, they would be perfect for each other in all the wrong ways. And plus they have history with each other, and we already know Tsubaki definitely crushes hard over Jin, and Jin does care for Tsubaki. So I have nothing to say on this ship. Like, I don't find it cute or anything because, like, I'm not particularly fond of Tsubaki, and I don't hate Jin outright, but like I don't think too much of Jin in regards to shipping. So like this ship could just pass me by, and I kind of wouldn't
care, but yeah, it could work. The ship definitely could work. Project M Agenda tells me Ragna x Taokaka because Lambda and Celica was already taken. Oh shit. Okay, I think I lost that Lambda and Celica one, so I'm sorry if anyone wanted to see that. But as for Ragna x Tao, you know what? I've always had like some idea in the back of my head that like maybe Tao had feelings for Ragna, and she was just too dumb to realize them. But knowing how much Tao cares for Ragna, I could definitely see this ship working out. Like, the fact that Ragna was one of the only two people outside of Lychee and the Kaka kids in her dream when she was, wanting to, like, live her life, that was actually really nice, and I really feel it was a more wholesome moment than it had any right to be. This is Tao we're talking about. Tao and wholesome does not work together. So, like, seeing her dream having Ragna, and I really do think that Tao does have some strong feelings for Ragna. Outside, obviously we know that Tao would, is friendly with Ragna, and she's friends with him, and she considers him her friend, but, like, seeing the whole dream sequence in Central Fiction just made me believe that there's more to it than that. Maybe Tao is like... Plus, they knew each other as kids. I mean, they don't remember it, really, but they met each other as kids. So, like, technically, Tao's a childhood friend. Tao's part of the childhood friend archetype for Ragna, and I want people to live with that thought for the rest of their days. But anyway, yeah, I can definitely see the ship working out. I have this theory that just, like, Tao does have strong feelings for Ragna, but like she's too immature and dumb to know that she does, and I just like that idea. Plus, seeing Ragna just like hanging out with Tao is just the funniest thing ever. Like, seeing these two hang out just is funny in general. Like, cause like their personalities bounce off each other so well, it works. Subject says Ragna x Tsubaki. You know what? I've seen a lot of fan fictions. Like, I don't read BlazBlue fan fictions, but I've seen a lot shipping Ragna and Tsubaki. I think people just like the idea of the two not liking each other as characters, and it makes the ship work. Like, I personally would ship them just because it's one of the most cracked ships I've ever seen out of cracked ships. So, like, seeing Tsubaki get shipped with Ragna is, like, the funniest shit ever, because you definitely know she hates the guy. And Ragna, even though he's, willing to help her on some occasions, he doesn't think too fondly of her either. So, like, I feel like it's because of that people like this ship so much. Like, it's like, these two characters obviously don't like each other, so let's ship them. Like I said before, like, some characters, like, having a dynamic with each other makes the ship work. This is the complete opposite. They hate each other. At least Tsubaki hates Ragna. So, like, yeah, I can see this ship working on a effed up fundamental level. Plus, there's all the BlazBlue radio stuff. Like, seeing Asami Mai and Tomokazu Sugita talk to each other and, like, shoot the shit and BS around. Yeah, the ship's already there. We just can't have it. Jet Manami Motos tells me Terumi x Trinity and Hazama x Trinity. Okay, so this boils down to what I said earlier about the whole Cosma x Trinity shit. At the end of the day, it's just me. Like, I know obviously Cosma is not Hazama. Duh, he's not Terumi. They treat Cosma as his own person. So yeah, he's different from Terumi and Hazama, but like knowing that Cosma later gets corrupted by Terumi, it's still Terumi getting shipped with Trinity at the end of the day, and I don't like it. I don't like it, man. It's just like, I get it, but like, it feels like one of those abusive relationships, and like, I just don't like it. Like, it reminds me of that shit where like from My Hero Academia, where people ship like Bakugo and Ochako. I don't like it. It just feels like an abusive relationship, and I hate every thought of it. Like, like, obviously the Terumi and Hazama Trinity pairing with Trinity is super popular, but like, and it's only popular because of Cosma. But like, it just feels disgusting to think about, and I can't do it. I don't know how people do it. Like, people do it because of Cosma, but now since, he's out of the picture, they just take Hazama or Trinity and like, Hazama and Terumi, like, let's go. I don't like it. I don't like this ship. I really do not like it. If you ship them, I don't judge you. I don't ship shame here. But I don't like this ship. I do not like it. Release the Bogus says, I ship Makoto x Noel x Tsubaki. I like to think that they're in a three-way relationship where Makoto is the top. That came out of nowhere, dude. start over with. Oh my god, let me do this again. I'm sorry. That threw me off. I'm sorry. I didn't read this one at first. I ship Makoto x Noel x Tsubaki. I like to think that they're in a three-way relationship where Makoto is the top between all three of them. They're all good friends, so I can see it happen. Okay. Yeah, Makoto tops. Anyway, as for the three-way relationship, this is the only three-way relationship on here. But as for, yeah, seeing all three together, yeah, I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it. It's kind of played up, man. Like, if you're, like, it feels right, you know? Like, those three being in a three-way relationship, it feels right. And I feel like none of them would care. But yeah, I could definitely see it. Oh, man, the Yuri bait is strong with this one. Cherry tells me, Aurelius x Terumi. Oh my god, guys, come on. You guys know this one's canonical. This one's canon. I mean, Aurelius made two different bodies for Terumi. Like, and we only if we know if they're autonomically correct. So Aurelius had to make some dude bodies for Terumi because he loved them that much, man. He's just like, you know what, bro? You my bro, and I love your ass. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this body for you named Cosmo. You know, I'm gonna give him like the best features a male could have, like the hair, the hentai protagonist hair. I'm gonna give him that so you can get all the women, right? So you can get all the women because I just love you that much, bro. And then he created Hazama looking fly as hell. It's like, you know what, man? All the fangirls be all over you, mysterious and shit, bro. You know, you deserve to get some. Dog Note tells me, I just thought of one because I doubt you need more suggestions, but I'll suggest one anyways. Tsubaki x Izanami. Ooh, dude. I just imagined the whole Mind Eater business from Chrono Phantasma, and all I can just see is like Izanami mind controlling Tsubaki to do things for her, and things get sexual real bad, and I feel so disgusting for thinking of stuff like that, dude. I don't know, man. Like, Stalling says, Ragna x Makoto. I feel like due to their personalities, they will get along well. Plus, I love their interactions from the Celica gag reel and Chrono Phantasma. Okay, so I made a video a while back talking about the idea of a ship between Ragna and Makoto, like, or at least Makoto could have been Ragna's best friend. Something about it works so well, you know? Like, I don't know, like, as I said before, Ragna and Makoto are characters that can be easily shipped with a bunch of other characters, so what happens when you put those two together? It feels so right, you know? Like, if someone just brought this ship to me, I could easily just, like, I could easily go with it. Something about it just works so well with it. Like, it just works so well. I don't know how to describe it. I legit have no idea how to describe it, but this ship just works way too well. Flare Strife says, I don't actually ship it myself, but hell surprised Ragna x Hazama or Terumi hasn't been mentioned since I see a lot in fan art. Like, way more than the other ships. It's fun. It's kind of a fun crack ship, though, especially when they get along together, like in the band gag reel. Yeah, again, as I said before about the whole rivals deal with Ragna and Jin, if you're a rival to any character, that's already ship bait. Yeah, that's already ship bait. Ragna and Hazama, Ragna and Hazama besides Hazama and Terumi, I really do not like it. I do not like it, but I could see the appeal. It definitely doesn't sit right with me, but I could definitely see the appeal of it. I mean, rivals and the relationship between each other. I could see it. I don't like it, but I can see it. Kuro tells me, Tao X Food. I am so sick of you guys giving me these canonical ships. Like, already with Jubei and Nine. Jubei and Nine, like Hazama and Terumi, Tao and Food is canonical. What's the point of shipping characters that are already together? Tao and Food are already together. Always. 24/7. 365. Like, there's no freaking way. Like, get out of my face with this one, Koro. Come on, man. Come on. This is a canonical ship right here, man. There's no point of shipping canon characters. F this noise. Alright, we're at the last stretch, and this is Jay telling me again. Oh, man, Jay's like been 3 times, man. You lucky bastard. Anyway, he says, okay, for the lulz, once again, Jin x Makoto. Considering how much fun Makoto is to be around, I could see her being the only person that can melt the Aishidushis himself, though it could take a while. See, Makoto is one of the characters that Jin just doesn't get up in arms and act like a dick towards. So I like that. I could imagine the ship could have worked, or at least by a friendship kind of way. Or like Jin, like I know Jin doesn't really open up and talk to people and shit, but like that. But I feel like Makoto could be that kind of person that opens Jin up a little bit more. Like not too much because this is Jin we're talking about here, but Makoto could be a good person for Jin to talk to. I like that. I have nothing to comment on because I like the idea of Makoto and Jin just like chatting with each other, because Jin's not an outright asshole towards Makoto, and that says a lot considering how his personality is towards other characters. So, you know what? Yeah, I like this one. I could deal with this one. And that's it for the BlazBlue shipping video. I apologize it was so long, but there was a lot of submissions to get through, and if your submission was on there, I really do thank you for giving me the submission, and I also thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you like the video, please like it. I wouldn't ask you at the beginning of the video to like a video because I feel like you have to watch the whole thing first in order to enjoy it. So if you like the video, please like it, leave a comment, tell me something, whatever. I love interaction with people. So without further ado, I am out, everyone. Peace out.